Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I am Grand Madam and this is going to be your reading for the aftermath of the Thanksgiving Day weekend. Now I don't know about you, but I went through a hell of a tower moment. I did my own readings and I saw the tower coming, but I was one of those folks who believe that tower moments aren't always about anger and disruption. But mine was. I thought my tower was revelation of certain information, secrets coming out, and I was like, that's all fine. But what also a tower can be is a trigger. And sometimes, folks, you can be triggered by things that you had not thought about in years. And all the anger and all the resentment and all the whatever's going on inside of you bursts out like a volcano. Truth comes out. Truth is revealed. People show themselves as who they really are, as opposed to who you thought they were. And that's what happened with my Thanksgiving weekend. I even made some statements like, there's not going to be any Thanksgiving dinner because I'm not cooking a damn thing. Take that, I did cook. I did. Tears fell. I yelled a lot. It still hurts a little bit. Okay? But that's for me. Let's see what the aftermath of the Thanksgiving Day weekend is for the collective. This is going to be for all signs. And today, I'm going to keep it 100. I'm going to be using the Dark Goddess deck. Okay? The reason I'm picking up the Dark Goddess deck is because it goes deep. If there are any more triggers that need to be triggered for the truth to come out, this is the deck that'll do it. I will be clarifying it, not qualifying it. Maybe qualifying is the word. With the descriptive Rider-Waite deck. This is the easy deck. Everybody uses. This is their first deck. So, I have shuffled. I'm going to give it another couple of shuffles. Yep. And I'm going to use the extended Celtic spread for us today. Okay? Also, I'm going to be doing some separate love readings for the various signs. It's interesting what popped up. Isis, resurrection. What did I tell you about triggers? Something coming up from the dead. I'm going to put that over here for us. So, I'm calling on Archangel Michael to give us the best readings that we need to hear. And I'm calling in my guides to point out to me what I can't see. Not just about myself, but for the collective. Some things I need to see. What are the hidden triggers that are still looming over our heads or in the bottom of our bellies that we have forgotten about until they popped up? And what is the outcome of those triggers? Have we learned anything? I know I did. I learned a lot. But even with those lessons, the feelings of hurt are still there. So, for my collective, what is the message of the Dark Goddess? Stop right here. Cutting. Inara. Oh boy. Main energy. Look at this. Trickery. Under trickery goes lies, deceit, treachery. You name it, that's the trickery. That's the overall energy around us still. The next card, whoa. They're talking about triggers. Kali, the goddess of destruction. But when Kali wipes something out or blows something up, that leaves a platform for rebuilding. Okay, so we have trickery, we have destruction. That tells me a lot of you were triggered just like me over the holidays. And what is crossing it? Oh my God. Okay. What's crossing it is health. Check that blood pressure. Breathe. Meditate. If you've been in pain for more than 10 days, it's time to call the doctor. If you've got a headache you can't get rid of and you know you don't have migraines, it's time to call the doctor. Any aches, anywhere. If you've been falling, if you've been so stressed out that you have not been able to sleep, it's time to call the doctor. Okay? So that's what's crossing us. Wow. Trickery, the destruction, and folks, it is affecting our health. Okay? That's in the present. Recent, let's see what's passing us. Temptation. Temptation going back to the old ways of doing things. Tempted to do things that we have no business doing because, it's not healthy for us. Temptation of ex-lovers, now that we're in committed relationships. The temptation of doing things when you think no one is looking. This is over. Why? Because of this. And this. Our health has become affected. So, now that we've figured that out for ourselves, the hard way, in a very harsh way, let's see what's going on in our present. The goddess Shalangig. Shilanagig. Now we find ourselves in desperate situations because things didn't go the way we expected them to. After all the plans were made, everything went to pot. And I'm not talking about marijuana. Okay? So now we're sitting in a space of, oh my God, I know I've got to do something to fix this. What can I do? What can I do? Oh, good God. I'm not even going to try to pronounce this goddess. Never mind. Goddess of wrath. I see I'm not the only one triggered over the holidays. Sometimes, excuse me, sometimes it wasn't us who did the trickery. But the trickery became obvious to us. It was those around us, those who we trusted. They were caught in their lies, their deceit, their cheating. All of that came out in the wash over the holidays. Persephone, compliance. It came out in the wash because we agreed to be a part of it. We agreed to allow it to continue knowing it was wrong. We agreed to all the foolishness to keep the peace. And it blew up in our faces. Our compliance was our problem and our lesson learned. Do not comply with anything that does not sit right with you. Ever. Sometimes the peace has to be broken. And if you don't do it, the universe will. Now, Baba Yaga, the Russian goddess, we're experiencing loss. What we tried to save is gone. Or we're concerned about what we tried to save being gone. We're concerned about losing relationships, money, what have you. Goddess Medea. The deception is out. Our hopes and fears, oh well. Goddess Nuba, our denial. With Jupiter in Capricorn, that's as of today, and it'll be there for a whole year, denial is not going to be an option. Being compliant with something you know is wrong is not going to be an option. Now, Jupiter didn't move into Capricorn until today, December 2nd, but there is a pre-shadow of that energy as it comes. It just doesn't poof, pop up like that. It moves in. Jupiter was in Sagittarius when everything was moving fine and we were all having fun, and then all of a sudden, bam, the truth pops out about our situations. We may have talked ourselves into believing everything is going to change. Everything's going to be all right. A lot of us believe, optimistically, if once we get through this hurdle, everything's going to be all right. Not without that big blow up. Outcome, Dee. Ooh. Now, whatever happened, folks, somebody wants revenge. Some folks like to be agents of karma. I'm not one of them. I used to be. Oh, after someone has done something that hurt me so devastatingly, let me be the agent of their karma. That gets old real fast. Because you get to see not only the pain that they've caused you return to them, that creates another cycle of karma with them that you really don't want to be a part of. So about this revenge thing, you are adults here. These videos are for 18 and older. If you choose to be someone's karma, that is your privilege, that is your choice. You have free will. I would not recommend it. Not if you want to move forward into prosperity and love. It's not going to work. You can't have both. Now, Nyx, Goddess Nyx, says, it's time for us all just to rest. We need to rest and we need to heal. And with that resting, you can include listening to some healing music. You can do your chants, you can do your meditations, and you can sleep all day long if you can. But the key factor here for your healing, for our healing, is going to be rest. Don't rush into anything. Take your time. Be gentle. Be easy with yourself, because when it hit the fan, it unraveled. Well, it wasn't that tightly knit in the first place, whatever the situation was. Goddess Penthesilea. Guilt. Guilt for the treachery, guilt for the deceit, guilt for the destruction, guilt for submitting to temptation, succumbing to temptation. What's done is done, so what's the point? All right, our mental challenge now, oh boy, is the goddess Pele. And Pele is about transformation. It's not that easy to change. Don't force any change. Go into your meditations and allow the change to take place within you naturally. If you want to, you can read some self-help books. That's always a winner. That's always a good thing to do. However, leave the advice of others alone for a bit. Sleep on it. Allow the angels and your guides to work on your behalf. And for God's sake, do not tell them what to do. After all, you're the one who created this confusion and this pain. So what do you know? Not being smart, but what do you know? Let the universe handle this. Let the universe handle you. That's a mental challenge, the transformation. Because, my foot's going to sleep. I love sitting in the full lotus, but these days, for some reason, it's cutting off circulation in the legs. Now, Moving right along to the emotional challenge of things. Maeve, Goddess Maeve, is determination. Right now, let's do this. From whatever you're determined to accomplish, you may not be ready for it because you should be in a period of respite, of rest. This is what Goddess Nyx is telling you to do. Just rest first. You can't heal unless you're rested. You can't fix anything unless you have rested, unless you have received the cosmic energies that would help you to heal, because otherwise you're still reeling from the wrath, the trickery, the destruction. This was too heavy just to, oh, I'm just going to pray over it, I'm going to fix it. No. You can pray over it if you want. That's not going to make things move any faster. These triggers that we're experiencing now, these are deep-seated. Deep. Some of them go back to our childhood. It's going to take months. 2 months for some of us. 1 month for others. 3 weeks, Spirit says, with the proper prayers, chanting, with the proper spiritual work. Yes, spiritual work. You can be in therapy, that's fine, but that's only for the mental and the emotional. You're going to have to do the spiritual work, or you're going to be right back to square one as soon as you're triggered again. So the emotional challenge is to be determined to heal, and nothing else right now. Nothing else right now. Overall outcome, wow. Goddess eats papalotol. Eats, ITZ, lotl. Eats papalotol. Aztec goddess. Purification. This entire reading, folks, is about healing and purging and getting it together within ourselves before we take one step towards doing anything else. It's important. Now, those were the messages of the Dark Goddess. I'm now going to, let's see, Spirit, which deck do you want me to use? Romance Angels? Okay. Spirit wants me to pull the Romance Angels. I have those right here. So let's see what the Romance Angels have to say. Put that over there. All the cards, all the decks I'm using have been cleared and charged. So we shouldn't have any negative energies or stale energies floating around. So, Archangel Michael, guides, what is the best message for my collective for this aftermath of the Thanksgiving weekend? Using the Romance Angels now, what are the messages? I don't think I need the Rider Waits after that. What do you think? No? Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, cut. Cut and take the middle. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Archangel Michael. First card is to trust. Whatever form of relationship, love, interest you have, learn to trust the situation. Like I said, don't try to fix anything just yet. But let me tell you something, folks. Don't go wholeheartedly into trust. Trust as little or as much as you feel comfortable with. You did not get this card because everything was on the up and up. So you keep yourself in mind. You keep the hurt in mind. I'm not saying use it as a shield. I'm saying use your common sense and trust with a degree of trust that you feel comfortable with. Okay? Second card. Let your friends help you. I don't particularly agree with this card because your friends may not be equipped to help you with this mess. Okay? You may have to seek out a professional. Don't feel ashamed about that. You have to have someone who can sort things out for you, like a life coach maybe, if you don't want a therapist, because sometimes therapists are coming out of one school of psychology and completely miss the boat, or they don't have any tools that would help you. So depending on your situation, depending upon what you're comfortable with, find the right professional for you. Unless you have a wise grandmother or there's some older lady or elders that you can go to who are familiar with this kind of thing, whatever your situation is, and talk it out with them. You have pastoral counseling in your church. There's always a council of elders in spiritual groups. So, if you trust them, if you feel comfortable with them, that they can help you find the answers, by all means, excuse me, excuse me, go to them, okay? Your number one lesson is self-respect. Love yourself first. This was the problem. This is why you complied with the bullshit. Trying to keep the peace, not making a fuss. Nah. You sacrificed your self-worth. You felt less than the person that you were involved, or persons, because this could be for lovers, this could be for family members, co-workers, whatever group that you're a part of, where everything went left. It's because you did not love yourself first. You did not put yourself first. That all this tumbled down. Like a ton of bricks, like a tower moment. Everything just went to shit. Okay? Oh my goodness. Back to the romance and love interest again. The time has come to clear and purge your energy. Release that X. What do you want to keep them for? You love them. Them loving you is not guaranteed. I'm not meaning to be harsh, but if it was worth keeping, this card would never have shown up. Okay? Okay. And for some of you, you already have. And you're reeling from the separation, because that was an emotional toll. And don't take those things lightly, folks. Some breakups, some separations, some hurts and pains, you cannot go out and party it away. All that is doing is distracting you from the pain that you have to go through to clear all that stuff out of your system, out of your body, out of your mind, out of your spirit. You go through the pain, and after you've gone through the pain, you ask yourself, why did this happen to me? And if you can sit quietly or in meditation and ask that question, you'll get your answers. But the main answer was you put other people before yourself. Okay? Now, worth waiting for. Evidently, some of you out there are waiting for that person to contact you again because you're not speaking. Or you're just waiting to see what's going to happen next. Are we still going to be together after this? Spirit says probably not. And then I heard a no. So I've got two guides coming in. But in your wait, meditate. Heal yourself. Okay. Excuse me. Yeah, this is something else. Oh, I forgot about that cough. That cough you can't get rid of, especially if you are not a smoker, or even if you are. See the doctor. What is crowning you in this reading is the playfulness. Now, whatever blew up with your relationship, your situationship, or whatever it is you're involved with, your connection, keep it light when they call. No blame games, no anger. And you're not going to be angry, right? Because you've meditated on it. You know what you did wrong, too. So you can do your little playful, just keep it light. I'm not one to be in that great a mood to be playing around with anybody who caused a tower moment with me either, to truth be told. But just keep it light. If you can get to the point of being playful, be playful within a limited amount of time. You can be playful for 5 minutes, then hang up. Immediate future? Oh yes. As you release and heal the past, you will experience more love in the present. This situation that blew up during the Thanksgiving holidays is all about us, me too, learning how to forgive and how to learn how we really tick. What is really going on with us? And the answer to that does also come out of your meditation or your prayers. Not so much prayers as is meditation or contemplation. So, and once that has happened, once you've done the forgiving and the learning, really, it's the moment you recognize the lesson needed to be learned, that's when new love appears. But let me explain this now. I know these are romance angel cards, but that love can be love that is showered upon you by the universe. You will suddenly feel the warmth of love throughout your body, head to toe. You will feel as if someone was holding you very gently, caressing your cheek. Accept that love from the universe first, and then you will be whole and healed. Once you can accept that love from the universe, you will have accepted self-love. And then people will be attracted to you. They will be attracted to this aura of self-love that you will be carrying around with you. And out of that energy, you will automatically start pulling in new love interests. And I said plural, interests. But caution. Don't turn your back on love. Enjoy the cosmic love that you're receiving with your healing. But pick and choose only those who are in alignment with your beliefs, with your traditions, with your lifestyle. Okay? Because it's out there for you. That's what the big concern is, new love. You're not ready for new love yet because you haven't healed. Excuse me. I feel like I'm wheezing. I know I should be calling the doctor's office myself, but I already have an appointment. You will be having heart-to-heart conversations with your love interest. Some of you have more than one love interest. Be honest. Don't accept any bullshit. Honesty creates intimacy. Into me, see. Okay? Without it, it's just another cycle of destruction. And you're afraid of reconciliation. That makes sense? If you're not ready, you're not ready. Or For some of you, you're hoping for reconciliation. Archangel Michael, what do you have to say about reconciliation? Some will reconcile, others will not. It's as simple as that. Don't waste too much time on it. Heal yourself. Your finances, and for some of you, your jobs were heavily impacted by the blow up over the holidays. You also have to pull this in gear. Get in control of these. For some of you, I'm wheezing again, excuse me. I'm sorry. For some of you, when the situation blew up, you walked out, and the rent wasn't paid, or the mortgage wasn't paid. Now you're going to have to struggle to get it paid. That's a focus. You don't have time to wallow in self-pity, to wallow about how someone has hurt you. You got to get in control of this, okay? What's coming in the near present, immediate present? Oh boy. Here's the issue. Here's one of your issues. Religious factors, lifestyle changes. I mean, not changes, but the way you were raised. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. For those of you on a spiritual path, if you're going through ascension, you're going to have to leave some folks behind. And some folks you love, but they can't go with you. They are not in alignment with you. So they're going to pull you back into the 3D bullshit that just blew up. And you can't allow that to happen. We're 32 minutes in. I didn't expect to be this long. But now here's something. If you see them changing internally by the words they speak, by their newly established habits, if they've put some things down, like put the drugs down, put the whoring down, things like that. If you find out through the grapevine that they've stopped that, and there's spending some time alone, soul searching, and it's been a good month, they could be the one. They could be preparing to align themselves with you, because evidently you were the one on the higher spiritual path than they. And some of these folks you had the big glow up with were your twin flames. Soulmates come a dime a dozen. That doesn't mean anything. But there's always trials and tribulations with a twin flame. That's because you have to balance yourselves out. Balancing out means you really have to go through holy hell with those folks for the sole purpose of finding out who you are, and for them to find out who they are, so that the both of you can come to terms with who you both are, so you can get on with your mission here on earth as a couple or as a partnership. The mental challenge right now for those relationships is codependency. That can be codependency. One example of it is someone is feeling unloved, so they run behind different people, and they have to be in some kind of relationship while they're in a relationship with you because you've had an argument. You had the argument because something was not being understood, and there was no communication. That does not give you carte blanche to run out there and try to create another relationship or a side person situation because you weren't given any loving at home. All that did was create a tower moment and blow things up and make them worse. So one of the mental challenges in the relationships is codependency. Codependency can also be money. It can be sex. Some people fake relationships just to get the money of others. Some people have sex with outsiders just because they're not having sex with the person at home, because the person at home is still mad at them because they did something that they really, really, really violated the relationship with. Codependency. Codependency ain't cute, y'all. Ooh. Okay, folks. Whatever went over on the weekend, and it is continuing in the aftermath, the emotional challenge you have now is attraction. Some of us don't even find that person attractive anymore. Be real about it. If you've gone through enough and they are turning you off, don't feel guilty about not being attracted to them anymore. So what if it's your husband or your wife? You're not attracted, you're not attractive. And the outcome here is chemistry. There must be some kind of chemistry. Okay, but it's not there anymore, is it? Let's brighten this up with something else here. Because this was morbid. Sorry, I thought everybody else would have a better Thanksgiving weekend. Because it's long, wasn't it? Then I did. I will clear these cards. Okay, Spirit, what can we use? Okay, Angels of Abundance. Let's get into some information. Let's get some good stuff from the Angels of Abundance. Ooh, I just pulled it out the box. First thing on the box, I hadn't shuffled. I'm going to use it. Let go of the guilt. Let it go, let it go, let it go. When you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done. And trust that God, Goddess, Universe, Source, loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn and grow from past mistakes instead of berating yourself for them. Guilt is self-imposed. It's not a natural emotion. Feeling guilty for what was done in the past can keep you stuck in the past and not allow you to move forward. Because even if you have someone special that you've met who's good for you, that guilt that you're still holding on to from the past will find its way into that new relationship and create a whole new entity and mess it all up for you. And you don't want to do that to you. That's not good. So, oh my goodness, 37 minutes collective. I'm going to throw 3 cards down. Sorry. I'm going to the doctors. I am. For some advice from Archangel Michael and the guides. Our guides. You pull in some ancestors. Give us some good tips. How can we heal? Play the healing music I always talk about. Do your meditations. Spend time alone. No TV, no radio. All right, if you can't go without YouTube or something like that, or be off your computer for more than an hour, just give yourself an hour to heal. This is your healing time. Give yourself a nice spa bath. Just treat yourself gently. Put on something that smells good, a nice fragrance or an oil. You don't have to put in your comfy clothes. Walk around in your pajamas for a couple of days. Just a couple of days. Don't make it a habit. And after you're feeling a little bit better, then you can call on some friends, true friends, that you haven't talked to in years, just to hear their voice, just to talk about and rehash the fun times that you've had. That's also healing. Also, if you have to have the TV on, find a comedy. Do a day of comedies. Laugh. There's nothing more healing naturally than laughter. And it doesn't cost you a thing. Just laugh. Watch something silly. Watch cartoons. Watch the Flintstones from an adult perspective. Now, let's pull out We'll do 3 cards. Okay, Spirit. Oh, pull the middle. Okay. Okay. Should I go up there? It's good. Okay. I'm not going that deep anyway. Wow. Okay. In the process of healing, it is safe for you to receive. I've never seen this card before in a deck. The more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you have available to share with others. Open your arms to receive and be a conduit for the good coming to you and through you as it blesses the world. So, it is safe to receive. When people ask how you're doing, don't say I'm all right when you're not. You can say I could be better, but don't lie. That creates another energy too. That's denial. And that'll stick in your craw. Eventually in your head and then your stomach, and then you have another medical problem. So it's okay to receive. Let people help you. Okay? Especially when you know you need the money. Second card. Whoa! Look at this one. Detox your friendships. Time to cut some cords again. Time to disconnect from certain people. If they're not for you, they're not for you. Let them go. I don't care if you've known them for 20 years. So what? They've been stabbing you in the back for 20 years. You knew it. It's affecting your money now. That's another reason. Listen to this. Your abundance flow is being affected by the people with whom you're spending time. So be discerning about your associations and relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. Folks, Jupiter moves into Capricorn today, December the 2nd, 2019, and it does not move until I do believe it's December 23rd, 2020. This is the time when the wheat will be separated from the shaft. No jokes about it. Who is not for you will be exposed, and if you continue your associations with them, you're going to be crushed again, more so than you were already crushed recently. The universe is trying to get us to get in position for the ascension to 5D. And we're at the threshold if we aren't already in it. We just skip right on through 4D. But right now, even our government is being realigned from within. The society is changing from within. And we've got to change with it. It's best to go with the flow of the new change than to resist. But we're going to get jacked up. So, those who are not for you, and let me add this too. People who only call you when they have problems, if they can't give you any good information, if you find that after talking to them you are so drained, but you were in a good mood before they called, cut them out. There's no room for them anymore. You want to go up. You don't want to go down. Okay? Now there goes the nose. Okay, Spirit, I got it. Okay, I'm sorry, folks. And that energy comes in, it doesn't care what I'm doing. There's no medication for this. I start channeling, the nose starts itching, the ears start itching, and now I got this cough. So, but this sneeze is something new. Now, partnership. Allow healthful, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties will benefit as a result. You are receiving help from the heavens and from a person who brings in needed skills and resources. So that's for those in business, and that's for those at home as well. And for me. And for me. I met someone today. Normally, for whatever reason, I had to go to the MVA, and I had to wait, and those chairs were uncomfortable. I stood in lines. My legs started wibbly wobbly because I haven't been exercising and strengthening my body. That's another thing. Exercise will keep you healthy most of the time. And I met a beautiful person. Hopefully, we'll be collaborating on some things. Yes, she's a reader too. Out of the blue. Who knew? But this is the kind of thing. This is the kind of thing. That spirit and tinkling mind coming down. This is the kind of thing. Which way should this go? This is what happens when you start moving in 5D. And this is where you want to go. Okay? And I'm going to wrap it up there. Out of curiosity, what's at the bottom of the day? You know that already. I thank you for staying with me this long. And I welcome you to my channel. I am Grand Madam. And I'm wishing you much love. We're going to get through this. And we can do it together, collective. You're not alone, babies. You're not alone. You're not alone. I love you.